bowels of One Half Radio Plaza at Life Media Studios.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to Real Country Radio.
Congratulations, Detroit. You can be thoroughly ashamed of yourself. The homicide tool has reached a nice even 750. Details on the latest leveling from Police Sergeant.
Coming up now, we're going to start off the set with...
In the morning.
Bucketless Tigers could use this guy's talent.
Have you had time to get ready?
I don't waste any time getting ready. I stay ready.
We're not ready for what's going to happen tonight. It's a West Coast takeover. How are you guys doing?
Good, good. Thanks for having us on.
These guys are
Thanks for joining us.
These guys are trying to punch their ticket to the Midwest, and they need your help, so they enlisted us. You fucked up.
Well, we drew the short straw for you.
Well, you know, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to show some love to the Code 3 trucks. So.
Oh, God.
I'm backing up.
Oh, and the rest. And the rest.
All right, let's hear who are the rest. Who the hell are you guys? How did we find you anyway?
What the hell are you guys?
How'd you steal this link? What the fuck's going on?
Who sent you this link? Oh wait, that was me.
So me and John are. I'm Baby Huey, out of Nevada, and John, of course, you know, is Code 3. And this is a limited edition out of Oregon, and this is Gisher out of Double Ugly 2 out of Oregon. Anyways, we're trying to get voted in to go to TPC.
Yeah, these two guys are still.
And we have,
There's 5 trucks.
5 trucks that made the final.
Yep.
There's me, John, and Jason with California Flash, Agent Orange, Tramps out of Oregon, and Final Drive, Donnie Reeve out of California. And so
make sure you get over to pullerchampionship.com and go vote for these guys.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah, we only got four more voting days.
Yep.
I want each of them to source me a very fair price McCullough 125 or a 797 and bring it with them to Illinois.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's guaranteed.
It's guaranteed. Get in. We'll be there.
Oddly specific.
Yeah. Well, if in my past life and still life, I did my chainsaw collecting days. That's all that's left really is the Big Macs. So always looking.
Oh, the hot rod saw.
The hot rod saws. Yes.
The ones are those the ones that run on nitro?
I've not everything on mine. Everything I've got still gasoline. I haven't done the double pumper for the methanol carb won't fit under the hood of what I built. So no. Yeah, I could cut my Volkswagen in half with that shit.
And it would just take one cut too, because isn't that thing a long drawbar?
Well,
or a long bar.
The one that's the hot rod cart saw, the ported one, is only a 30-inch bar, but the 125's got a 50-inch on it.
Wow. Dang.
You don't have to bend over that way.
Yeah.
No, and you know what? You don't need a pole saw either. You just reach up and.
And your back goes.
Well.
Yeah.
You know.
And when he gets bored, he tries out for Duluth Trading Company.
You fire hose these pants, bitch.
However, he is not as cranky as an angry beaver's teeth. I love their marketing department. They would be so much fun to work for.
Yeah, right. I'm sure they have multiple talks with the HR department daily, but still, it'd be fun.
Perhaps.
That's great.
Are you sure we're not going to get sued for this? We'll be fine.
Well, maybe we'll see. We got good lawyers.
You're not making.
Hey, they got the best stuff out there, so
I would agree.
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with a good set of ballroom jeans.
Nope.
Get out of my head. I'm wearing a pair of those like now.
They're so nice.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Definitely fat guy friendly.
Yes, for sure.
100%.
And it
All right. So what are you boys doing anyway?
How did you all end up together when you're not from the same state to begin with?
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, 2 years ago, we started this. We put together a annual hog hunt here in Willows, California. That
What's that?
that we all get together with McCullough chainsaw.
Oh,
Jeez.
Look at that bar.
Yep. Jeez.
Okay, that made my steel look like a shrink. But
but your truck's cooler. Your trucks are cooler than mine, so.
Yeah, 2 years ago we started put a thing together with this little group from Oregon, Idaho, Nevada, and California. We all meet up here in Willows at my aunt and uncle's place, and we go out on a hog hunt for the next 3 days.
Now let's clarify.
Yeah.
Hunting.
Hunting.
We're staying in
Side by sides.
fifth wheel trailers with
Yeah.
big slides, leather couches.
Yeah.
We hang out in a shop. We go into town every night and have dinner, and then we run around in side by side with guns.
Yeah.
We really are.
Nice.
I'm not, the hunting part comes in.
And there might be some alcohol involved. Okay.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
So
I failed to see a problem here.
I was gonna say it's the guy's it's the guy
No
it's a
No problem at all. We have a blast.
So last
it's a
year-
guy's version of glamping.
Yes, that's exactly what it
It's
is.
glamping is what it is.
With a side
For
of
men,
hunger
for men
games.
with testicles.
Yes.
There might be a couple Dirty Harry moments to go on too. Like last year, Craig shot at a hog, put it down the first. It got up, take off running, and Titsworth and Tom come flying around the other side with a 357 and took
Tom
the
did
rest
a
way
Dirty
off.
Harry and shot it right out the passenger side door. It was awesome.
For didn't even stop driving, did he? Didn't even slow down. Just-
So what I'm hearing is that you're doing this West Coast style and not Florida man style, where you got to get one of these out and like go around its throat.
Absolutely. No.
That's way too much work. What are you
Yeah,
talking
no,
about?
too much work. Too much work.
Still, it does. We got to admit, it does pale in comparison to Texas, where they take 50 cows and go up in helicopters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have to get
There's
out
next year.
if you have to get out of it because you can't run over it or shoot it, it's probably not going to happen with that group of guys.
There you go.
Right. Right.
Is the hog problem down there as bad as it is in like Texas and Louisiana and places like that?
In some areas it is. Some areas, but not as big a herds as like you see down in Texas and stuff like that. But out here on the western coastal ridge, outside the valley, it's pretty populated, and they tear up a lot of cattle ground.
Yeah.
So you guys are seeing to the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're doing justice. We're out here making things happen.
Making it happen.
Yeah.
Nothing like doing wide open in a side by side razor chasing a hog.
Yeah.
Can they move that fast?
Yeah,
Huh?
they can move pretty fast.
Oh yeah, they move.
Wow.
Jason's bringing you something.
Yeah, here's
What?
Jason. He's got a bottle. There it is.
Oh, very nice.
So have you even cracked that yet?
Everybody's got a chubby now.
Hey,
Look at Jay's got one too.
Not much left though.
Yeah, clearly one of us has done some work on it, and the rest of you have not.
I want that thing empty by the end of the show.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
jeez. Wow.
Wow.
I'm kidding. It's too good. Too good.
I mean, the nine of us could do that and still walk.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we'd have
Nine
a
of us
damn
could.
good time. But
easily.
Yeah.
If they do that, they're probably not going hunting tomorrow or tonight.
No, it wouldn't be a good idea.
Not till noon.
I got a little story on that. A few years ago, I brought up who's now in October is going to be my son-in-law. I brought him up with us and initiated him into the group. And he drank and drank and drank, tried to keep up with everybody. And did
what a foolish man.
Did not want anybody to know it, but he went out back and decided to relieve himself. And the next morning, we sort of caught on to it that he didn't want to eat breakfast the next morning. But he was a trooper, and he opened every gate that whole day. Just in pain.
Yeah.
Was he already working on that father-in-law kind of relationship at the time, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're drinking before, you don't want to be the gate bitch the next day.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Right, Jason?
I
We're trying to get his vote in the TPC. We'd love to see you guys out there.
Yep.
So I suppose we better address the elephant in the room. Probably none of us are going to actually be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. They're not going to be there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
We Adam notwithstanding, but the three of us on the top there, we've all withdrawn from it for various professional reasons. It's not against the event. We still, obviously we still care about it and still are part of it in that sense. We're doing this show promoting that event. We want to be a part of it, but as far as Ryan and Cody go, they've got something going on in their professional careers that they can address if they choose to. I have something that I sort of know about as of tonight. I can make it official probably next week and say what I'm doing and why, but had a reason. So
no,
yeah, I talked to you and Ryan and everything, and then I haven't talked to Cody, but yeah, I understand.
Yeah, totally understandable, guy.
Nah, you don't want to talk to Cody. He's he's a weirdo.
Pretty much.
Maybe we can get something else going, huh? Maybe get something else going that we can.
Maybe something a little closer to Illinois. I mean, I'm just saying.
Something a little closer to us.
I think those three.
Well, we can find you a hook in Iowa the following weekend if you want.
I still like their idea. As the three of us or four of us go down there, where it's a hell of a lot warmer during the winter.
I was going to say that offer's been on the table, and if what I got cooking is going to go through, like this year, probably not, but 2025, look out, I'm coming.
Doable. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll definitely.
This is actually kind of relevant. In the event that you guys do get voted in, when's Farley? It's 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later.
I'm not sure. You know what? That came out today, and unfortunately, I didn't
look at it either.
Well, either way, it's not that far. It's not that far away on the calendar, and you guys drive them up there. You can fly out of Cedar Rapids, go back home, and then. I know why it's got room. They've got room and storage if you wanted to consider that at some point.
Yep.
And you'll never find a tougher track than the one in Farley.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if we want a tougher track.
Well, but here's the thing: if you're going to wreck shit, that's the place to do it because their shop is literally across the parking lot from the track.
Yeah, you drive off the end of the track and you're in the building to get it fixed.
Yeah, more or less.
Well, we don't want to break it.
So, and we've seen plenty of people tear stuff up there, and they've RJ will open up the shop and whatever you need, boys.
Yeah, we had RJ on a podcast once, and he's with us, and he opens up the door, and they're starting up the pro stock in the background across the parking lot.
Yeah.
So
right there. Just keep it. Just maybe keep it in the back of your mind.
Looks like June 7th and 8th.
Oh, it's back there, way back there. you guys got to understand, we're out here in the West. You know, we don't have hard packed clay tracks everywhere, and so we don't need the 800 cubic inch motors to compete. And so to go out there, you know, I honestly think by watching the videos and stuff, we have snowball's chance in hell, but we have a good opportunity to do pretty decent there at TPC because the track isn't as hard back clay as most of your tracks. You know?
You'll be fine at Farley. It's NTPA. It's only 650. That's all.
Well, that's better. But I mean, you know, it's still.
Hey, I just gotta know: do they got a thing against Briggs and Stratton? Because that's about how big my motor is. So.
No, you better upgrade to the Kohler V twin.
Yes, definitely a necessity.
Your Hollywood Predator's red, right? And his truck's red. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, it fits that it'd be Briggs and Stratton, you know, BS bullshit.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So when was Go ahead, John.
Definitely in these 5 trucks. I mean, we're talking 572, 604, 600,
598,
705. I don't know what Ralph's is, and then 650 Sunnies. So we got some small ones, we got some big ones.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
Yeah. Was waiting for that. Thanks for not disappointing. So when was the last hook? When was the last hook for your season?
November 10th and 11th.
That's for the Californians.
We did. Yeah, you were there.
You were there. We mud bogged Oregon in November.
Yeah, November 10th and 11th, we were in Madera for the Gold State. Yeah.
I wasn't. My motor was out, but these guys were there. I was towing them around. Bitch.
Yeah, his ducks weren't quite in a row yet.
Ducks were getting rebuilt. But she'll be ready to go.
You guys.
So when does your season? Go ahead, Charles.
I was going to say, do you have a hole in your summer where you're doing your spring loaded and then fall loaded, or do you run all the way through summer out there?
So pretty much our season will officially start around the 1st of April. May. Yeah, well, we get a couple in April. Then once we hit May, it's almost every weekend all the way till October 1st.
Yeah, it is.
For most of us. These guys over here, they spend half their time going all different directions.
Yeah, there's nothing up in Oregon. We don't start anything until maybe July, and then it's hard in August.
And then there's only like 3.
You got Winter Nationals this month.
Yeah, you got Winter
Then
Nationals.
until April.
Yeah.
Then May starts to get busy. June is actually kind of light. July is ridiculous. August is, I think, 2 or 3 weekends. September is 2 or 3 weekends, and then we usually close out with Hollister.
Well, October's every weekend now too.
Yeah, in October, and then we get a slight break. Then we go into GSI and Ordinaire, wherever.
The only problem we guys when we get into the months of July and August, we go to pools, some in Idaho, and down here in California that we're talking 110 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd say with the exception of October, then it's not super different from what I've got here, at least here in Michigan anyway. And we don't quite get to 110, but we definitely have our July and August days where we're tickling 100 anyway.
Yeah, I had 22 hooks last year, and I didn't go to all of them.
But then the problem in October, November is I can't get over the hill from Nevada because of the snow.
Because he pulls his Ford with
shit.
So how many miles are you guys putting on then in a season?
Huh.
I when we did a full season with Larry, it was around 11 to 12,000 miles.
11 to 12,000 miles.
Wow.
But they're in. That's from being in California, right?
That's central.
California, yeah.
That's central.
That's centrally located.
I probably put more like 2,500.
Yeah.
Coming from Nevada.
That's
because I have to come. So we only have like 3 or 4 pools in Nevada. The rest of them are either California, Oregon, Idaho. You know, you got to travel all over. So.
Or Utah.
Yeah. So or Illinois.
Yeah.
Or Illinois.
So the average time that you guys spend traveling to a pull, what's that look like? I mean, you can go
Most
a
of
lot of pulls in 2 hours, from my house, but you guys, 4 hours typical to get to hook.
Yeah,
it's
4
like,
hours.
For me, it's like 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, four plus for us up in Oregon, except for the couple that are in our area.
We have most of our pools that we go to, like where Jason and I, where Titsworth and I live, we're sort of centered on where the pools are in the West Coast, besides going up to Oregon, Washington. And we'll go to like Ukiah, Willits, which is 2.5, 3 hours. Pool that night, turn and burn, and come back home. Be home about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. There's quite a few of those. We get occasional 2-day pools or longer. Like when we go to Saboney, Oregon, we'll leave on Wednesday, come home on Sunday for a 2-day event. Or like when we go to Weiser, Idaho, I believe, pulling sleds, same thing. 2-day event. We'll leave on Wednesday, come home on Sunday. But for the most part, it's either we'll go up on Saturday morning, get to the event, and stay the night up there, and then come home on Sunday, or we'll just turn and burn and come home.
And also, like if we go to Idaho, like Tom doesn't even have a pull truck. He's just a friend of ours, and he'll bring his camp trailer up there, and we just stay in his camp trailer, right? So we have to there's no motel real close to there, so we have to stay. And then like when me and my wife come over to California, we can stay at Titsworth or Boers, and it's like a home away from home, So we don't have to spend all that money, extra expense for another room or something in a motel, and worry about your stuff, So,
by the way, does she know that you took her Stanley?
Huh?
What's that?
You got it.
What do you say?
Wants to know if your wife knows you took her Stanley?
That's not a Stanley. You better read.
What is it? Well, I can't read it. I'm no. Okay, I wasn't sure. Fair. I better mind my P's and Q's. My wife's got 2 of them. She'll come down with one empty and one full, and she'll hit me with the empty one.
There you go.
You're probably gonna get the empty one.
Yeah.
It's not a real Stanley till it has a dent in it anyhow, so it might as well help her out.
It's not over yet.
There you go. The night's young.
You sure that rule applies to Stanley, or is that the Aladdin rule?
Right.
Oh, the Aladdin about it not being a real Aladdin until it's beat to hell.
Yeah, you gotta rub that lamp.
Yeah.
To answer Moose's question, yes, we've actually everybody here has pulled with United.
Yes. Yes, we have.
Who else on the other end? I'm sorry.
Who was there?
Yeah.
Charles, Rusk, and
Oh, okay.
Nick's over hiding in the corner.
Sorry.
Why are you being antisocial, Nick? What's the matter with you?
That's because he's trying to sell a pull truck. That's right.
Nick
You've met him. I'm the damn poster boy for it.
Yeah. He's got the prosecutor for sale.
Yep, share the hell out of that thing.
Everyone wants to buy the prosecutor. No motor, but everything else is there.
This week on Tractor Zoom, roller trucks.
Bingo. Hey, we've got 2 pulling tractors listed right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, actually, Moose has seen one of them. I know he has. So yeah, comes up from right up where he and his brother Wyatt live.
Yeah.
So it happens once in a while.
Yeah.
Dealer takes something in on trade or consigns it. So
yeah,
it'd make a heck of a heck of a starter tractor. Yeah.
Well, it's one of those things where I'll tell a little story that happened out here on the West Coast of one of the OGs out here.
Do you have a minute?
Oh, bye.
We got plenty of time.
Uh-oh. Where'd they go? Are you back?
Well, what? Jeez.
Change it around.
Hello.
That wasn't
There
a
we
minute.
go. Now you're back.
That wasn't a minute.
Yeah.
No, but there's an old multi-engine tractor out here called the Godfather, Bob Gialetti, years ago, and the adjuster came out to the dairy and to check out because he had it listed, the tractor listed on his equipment list, and comes out and the adjuster's like, "This isn't a tractor for the field." He goes, "Want to bet?" Hooked it up to an L disc, started up 2 engines, took that L disc across the field, and the adjuster never said another word.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Love it.
Story. That's awesome.
Love it.
Yep.
But no, my truck actually, code 3 is actually still registered for the road. It's still titled and registered for Waterford Hickman Fire Protection District.
Well, still runs on
No
gas,
kidding.
does it?
Oh, I better jumped up on fuel.
It won't put out a brush fire, but it'll definitely brush the fire.
Right.
There you go.
So Nick, why are you selling the roller? Is it for the same reason that we talked about when we had lunch?
Yeah, I don't have the time or energy, or frankly, let's be honest, the money to run 2 pro mod programs. So
I feel that.
As much as I don't want to, because those 2 trucks were built together. I mean, that truck technically, the prosecutor is my old truck from years ago.
His wife told him no.
Yeah, that too.
The judge, when he's done with the judge, Joe, it's
gonna look beautiful.
The judge went from, hey, we're going to do some upgrades to, I'm Mr. Idea, so it has become a ground up rebuild on that.
That's the first time he's ever admitted that.
Yeah, that's the first time he's admitted that.
So it started as, hey, let's do a few upgrades and a paint job, and the next thing I know, the body's sitting in my garage. My wife's mad about that because she's like, "You have a shot." I said, "Well, it's full."
But it's gorgeous.
And you've got an entire new chassis, new front end, new rear end, all new componentry going in that truck. That's going to be a brand new truck from top to bottom, front to back.
And then that's going to be his excuse for getting his ass kicked for the next 5 years.
Is it what? Why? Because he's still getting it lined out, or what?
He may not win, but he'll look good losing.
Something to be said for that.
I'll have a consistent excuse every week. Why'd you lose? Fucking figuring out a new truck.
Yeah.
I can turn around all these guys and go, "What's your excuse?"
Yeah.
Tish's excuse will be, "I forgot the gloves you bought me and my hands slipped off the throttle again."
Yep.
This is how you talk to each other on this show. I can't wait to see tomorrow what a GoPro would tell us about riding along in a side-by-side hunting hogs.
Lots more F-bombs.
Lots more F-bombs.
Excuse for losing is John.
Yep.
And that's just it's a Mopar. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
So, like you're saying about side-by-sides and hunting hogs, the Duck and Mr. Double Ugly here take flight during hunting hogs.
Yeah, we took flight. Yeah. Yeah.
You jumped out.
What was that, about 800 pounds we had flying in the air?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Between you and me.
Yeah.
I'm not counting what the bike weighs.
Who says gravity is a law?
We cut him out of a ditch vertical almost and launched it like 3 or 4 feet in the air and came down and just landed perfect.
God, I wish there was
But
landed like a ballerina.
And nobody got a video.
Sure.
Good morning, Polaris. I need to make a warranty claim. You'll never believe what happened.
I was going to say it's a fat ballerina, but nobody ever thought about that.
It was a Honda and nothing bent. It was good. Yeah. It was good.
And all the other guys are watching you go, Honda.
Oh, shit.
Hey, all I know is Craig and I just crawled right through it with Polaris. So
Yeah, literally crawled.
Yeah. Crawled. Slowly.
Like a turtle.
On its
Oh,
back.
boy.
Kind of like his pull truck. I mean,
Hey, I was just a passenger. I had no control.
Oh
my God.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, way too much.
Have a good time.
Well, we've ruined your show tonight.
If you'd have given us 10 minutes, we'd have done that ourselves.
Awesome. Our kind of people right there. Thank you, guys.
It's not if, it's when.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
Bingo.
Bingo. Yep.
We definitely.
You're on here. You got the green flag. You know what that means.
Right.
Let's roll.
Yeah. Is there any other color?
Well, none of you all are pullers. You all drivers. None of you see any of it anyway. You're not looking at it.
Yeah.
No.
What's the flagger?
I see him fall down once in a while.
Yeah, but that's usually the first flagger for Chris, not the second one.
No water.
Oh, wow.
Hey, oh no, shots fired. Shots fired. It's all right.
That's the starting line flagger.
Do we have those? No, looking forward to getting out there east anyways. Sorry you guys won't be there, but maybe you'll see us on the road or something.
Hopefully we can get out there. Yeah.
We want you guys there. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, we want you there.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of neat to get all five trucks out there in that class. And
I mean, you get some different trucks for the crowd to see that they've never seen probably,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
And the kids.
Right, and that really was the premise behind the whole thing to begin with. It was to do some of that sort of stuff and have the fan vote be a way that guys and girls get to see something that they've never seen. And to get you California trucks out there, that's awesome. I'm glad we got a few of them the first year and a few of you guys out there the first year, and to have it be a thing again. I'd love to see it. I'd absolutely love to see it.
Yeah, it was definitely an experience when we came out, when Jared and Spillman and all of us came out with Swiss Power and came out there and had a great time, and it was definitely a fun experience. It definitely that was the first year, so there's a lot of hiccups and stuff like that, but still it was a great show.
Yeah,
and you guys helped out too. You guys helped out too. I can't remember which one of your boys hurdled the safety barrier to go and supervise getting.
That's Spillman went out there. Jesus. Yeah, truck pull Jesus, what we call
truck pull Jesus. There, yes.
Or the
Please tell me you have a hat with a name on it for him like that.
We should. Yes, we should.
Truck pull Jesus.
Yeah. They're gonna show up like the TikTok trend where you pull the hat out of a trash bag, except for they're just gonna bring one for everybody else and it's got their name on it, and that's what they have to wear to the guys kit from now on.
Yep. Perfect.
But yeah, it was definitely a great show, and it was a great time. Got to see a lot of people that you only see on Facebook, or finally went face to face with a lot of people, and got a lot of friendships out of being there too.
Yep.
I'm just going to go ahead and say what no one else will, that some of those people are probably best only seen on Facebook.
Right. That's what we always say for our podcast too. We have a face for radio.
100%. I do too.
I've said that many times.
Yeah.
But
face for radio and voice for AM. No singing.
Yeah,
there you go.
Singing.
There you go.
Gish tried to sing one time. We told him no.
Put a rag in his mouth. That's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and TPC, the first TPC was actually the birth of the West Coast Pullers podcast.
That's right. That's where
that was started.
Yep.
Yeah, it was started, and then he said, "Hey, you want a sub?" And then I never got to leave.
Yeah.
Weird. That's how some of us got volunteered into our last gig.
Yeah. You guys feel my pain, then. Yeah. What's happening.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, then we broke off, and look what we're doing now.
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah.
So
we're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Awesome. Gish, we had to tell his wife to talk him into it before he would do it.
Yeah. Still trying to get out of it.
Yeah, you're done now. But no, it's definitely been an experience in the past since May of 22. Getting back there and seeing you guys and hanging out the trailers and drinking Jared juice and
Jared juice.
And I haven't had any of that in a long time.
Yeah.
That's one reason I want to go, so I can get some.
We finally ran out I got one bottle left, but it was kind of comical. When we got home from TPC of 22, we didn't know that John had bought a crap load, and the gator was totally full in the upstairs of the trailer all the way home from TPC. So we had probably 6 or 8 cases of Jared juice in the trailer.
Oh, boy.
There's TPC right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through and do a pick right now.
Okay.
Sorry if I offend anybody with this, but we're gonna do someone.
Don't pick code 3. I'm just kidding.
Hey, go back there. You had one more pick.
No,
You did 3.
Oh, got it. All right, never mind.
You get 3. Pro 5. Oh boy. Now everybody's paying attention. You suddenly are all really engaged.
You're the dumb shit to put it on the screen.
Yeah, true.
That's a good call.
I'll be honest.
So I got a question for you guys because I'm over here in New York, but I mean, you guys say you got 25 events a year. What are some of your favorite events, like 2-day hooks, and like is there like a lot of people out there that go to the polls? I mean, with the whole environmental crap that goes on in California and stuff, is there still a bunch of people that show up out there and stuff?
Tell you what, I'm gonna send Charles a video of one of the big events we go to at Sublimity, Oregon, and it'll show you the crowd. It's outrageous.
Yeah, throw it in. I'll put that up.
I'm gonna do that right now.
What I got told here the other day that California in like 2026 or 2028 is not going to allow for gas powered generators.
It's already started.
They already started that.
Really?
You can't even buy a
Charles, light trouble.
Yeah, and they've already started with the lawnmowers and things of that nature. Everything's got to be electric.
Yeah. Wow. So me, because I live in Nevada, whenever these guys need something, they send it to my house, and then I become the mule. Bootlegging it.
Crossing the border.
What happens? All right, here we go.
Here's the important screen.
Yep.
All right.
Need that one. Need that one.
Well, uncheck that one, mate. That's worth bringing you a bottle of Pappy if you vote and gets in.
It will.
All right, good. Just throwing that out there.
Not the empty one when you guys get done with it.
Right, yes, not the empty one. None of that crap.
Not the empty one.
No, it'll have something. It'll have something in it. It'll have something in it. You're the trucker bombs, right?
Yeah,
Baby Huey,
right
he needs one.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Please.
Where are you at? I'm just reading too slow.
Right, left side above the 2 you already selected.
Oh, yep, there he is. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
West.
We've got one more.
One more, you can pick whoever. But those are the 5 from the West.
No, that one's not the West one.
Yeah, but that one deserves to be there.
Yep.
Final Drive will be the other one. Final Drive, Donnie Reed.
Yep, I got him. That's 4. Who am I missing?
Agent
Ralph?
Ralph,
Agent
yeah.
Orange.
Ralph Grant. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and we're going to put
There
Nick
we go.
Yep, we got to put Nick in there.
Who'd you put in there?
Mick Broughton.
Mick Broughton, local to him.
Yeah, he's like 6 miles from here.
What's the name of his truck?
Shock treatment, and it's going to be a brand new look. Yeah, farm show. It's going to have a new look. Actually, I'm going to go over there Saturday and help him put the new wrap on.
Nice. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We got to go V8 for that.
V8. Brand
V8.
Truck back.
Yes.
The doctor.
Yeah, you just want to do Caleb and Jumping Jack Flash.
Yeah, I got him. We're gonna put all the Duramax and Power Strokes in.
There you go.
There we go. Hell yeah.
And then Brady because he's a good kid.
And then the Fagundes is on the minis.
Yep, we got to get Fagundes in there for the minis. Let's see. Mary,
Deslin
Abby,
and Rob.
Yeah.
Good call.
Adam.
Yep.
Got Robbie right above him.
Adam, yeah.
Robbie. Yeah. Cool. Submit. It's in.
Awesome. That's you. What about the other guys?
I got you covered.
On our podcast, we need your wife, your dog, your cat, your kids, everything. Vote. You know.
Ainsley, you hear that? You have to vote for California trucks.
For you guys in California, that's his cat.
Yeah. I have a cat named Portia, and I have a cat named Hazley. Hazley happens to be sitting right down here next to me.
And I would go back in and do that again because I have like 6 different emails, but Brent will catch all of them because he's good like that.
There you go. There you go. But we're all the West Coast trucks, not just California. You know, you got Oregon and Nevada in there.
John get lost or what?
Get in there.
Got lost.
John?
Got lost.
He must have got lost out there.
He's trying to send that video.
He's trying to send that video.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
Internet service out here sucks.
Yeah. I didn't pass first round. How did Double Ugly not make the pass first round?
I don't know. That's fine. That's okay. That's a long haul. We can make that.
You know, Jay made it.
Whooping. That tells me I've got a video. Hey, here it is.
I know that. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying.
We got a bitchin' surprise for all the crowds for the Flash that's coming here too.
Oh yeah.
Yep. You know what?
Holy cow.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, there it is. Yeah.
Both sides. Yep.
See, Adam, this highlights something that the news will never show you.
No.
Right. Yep.
If you get north of LA, you get real honest to God humans who love horsepower and growing food and stuff like that. It's amazing. And apparently a shitload of them who own monster trucks.
That's about an hour south of Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Okay.
LA, east of Sacramento and south of Portland. Yeah. It's normal people.
Yes.
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 Very neat.
Other than Sacramento, stuck in the middle there.
Yeah. And Reno.
Like I said, that very first,
We don't want to talk about what they're trying to do to farmland around Sacramento with that whole plan development. Let's leave that alone.
Like I said in the very first time we came on Let's Go Pulling with you guys back a couple years ago, is if we can take and cut the Grapevine off and the western coastal ridge off, we'd be normal like everybody else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Mother Nature might take care of the western coastal ridge.
That's true.
The days that I have to go into the bay for work, I pray for that earthquake every day.
Yeah, those are fun.
I ask for a pause when I have to go over the Altamont, but other than that, every day.
Speaking of that, what do all you guys do for a living?
All right, we'll just go around.
John's a TikToker.
This is
John is a TikToker. Yep.
Zuckerberg right here.
Yeah. If you're gonna punch him, that's fine. It'll make for great ratings.
The ratings will skyrocket.
I farm and farm our family farm. We've been farming for 100 years in the Central Valley.
What do you grow?
Almonds, walnuts, oats, corn.
Alfalfa.
And then I'm also the assistant fire chief for our fire district. Been there for 100% volunteer fire district. Been there for 30 years.
So a large majority of the
Various tree nuts have really taken off out there, haven't they?
Huh?
Tree nuts as a crop has really taken off out there, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's primarily 85% of all almonds and walnuts you see has been in the Central Valley of California.
Yep.
So for the Corn Belt listeners, what population do you guys plant your corn at, and what do you typically get for a yield?
We plant silage corn and usually about 22 to 24 tons of the acre.
Silage goes to the dairy, then I take it?
Yeah.
Are you guys contracted for that then, or?
No, there's several dairies around us, and they buy it standing.
Really?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, hey, there's one trying to escape.
Yeah, we can't do that here. We'll be frozen.
Well, no, you'll just get like a foot of snow in there and then like an hour.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, we basically grow we'll plant in the ground about June 1st, and then we'll cut for silage about September 3rd, 4th.
Wow.
Really?
Really short duration.
Water?
Yeah.
You guys have water rights issues or water issues for
So
irrigation, stuff like that?
I was elected into our district, our water board district.
You talk too much.
I'm a farmer. Bye. So I was elected in our water district, and our water district here is put in by the farmers years and years ago in the early 20s, and it works out. We got plenty of water in our area.
We got a truck pulling out.
Yeah, we got a truck pulling out of the shop.
Hopefully, you raised the door high enough.
We'll find out if he didn't.
We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, if Titsworth comes back with a haircut, we know why.
That would make for some great TV right there.
Great ratings. Yeah.
Man, he just made it.
Don't back in that black Ford.
What do you expect? He's got a man bun.
From Arizona.
I think he's from Oregon.
White City.
I smell fuel. I'm retired from heavy equipment operators union. Build roads and highways here in Nevada and California.
He was part of the Donner Party.
Whatever.
Who did you eat?
Well, obviously, the Giants. You can tell why he survived too.
You're saying he helped with the Hoover Dam? Is that what you just said?
You see, when John, he was already a firefighter, and then he got the water board position. I'm like, Jesus, this is what we need. I control fire. I control water. I am God.
Yep.
Boy, maybe we need to rename the truck Power Trip.
Everybody make a note of that.
Sorry, John. Sorry, John. You know I love you, but I had to throw that. I mean, that was a softball.
He could just buy the other truck that's for sale. There he goes. He already has it.
By the end of the show, we'll have hats with names on all of them for you.
There you go.
I'll even be nice to you and sell you the prosecutor turnkey, so you got a chance.
Oh, turnkey. There's no motor in it.
Actually, right now there isn't.
He's out.
Yeah, you just got to make the motor noises.
Yeah. Put the
We
predator.
actually have a picture of that.
Put the predator in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do have.
That was with Utterly.
Oh, that was a judge. He was out of judge head with that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, but I have a video of him and him with Utterly's hood, with him sticking out of the hood and them making fucking motor noise.
Why hasn't that video been sent to us yet?
He's working on it.
Hey,
All right.
Titsworth, California Flash.
It's a flash.
I'm a life coach for truck pullers.
Oh, shit.
Just jump on John.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Now, I've been in the beverage industry for 25 years. I've sold beer, sold wine, sold liquor, everything. So I manage a team of 14 right now in the Central Valley.
Nice.
You
sure you sold any beer, or did you just drink it?
Yes.
Both.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's how you're able to get the pappies. Okay. That makes sense
Bingo.
now.
At a discount price. Yes. Yeah.
Oh boy.
We carry it as of right now. As of
You guys have somebody watching.
Oh, we have somebody watching.
Oh shit!
And she's absolutely right.
That's not the one that you stole the Stanley Cup from, is it?
Oh, that's my wife.
No,
That's it.
She's just watching and rolling, and she's just been watching and rolling her eyes for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Hey, Tetsworth, what kind of beer do you guys sell the most of? What do you guys? What's the beer of choice out there?
Modelo and Coors Light, he said.
That fits.
Charles, I just got to thinking, man, this trip, if we go out there, this trip just got real expensive. Now we know that Titsworth is a,
Yeah,
it kind of did.
selling liquor.
Uh-huh.
At least I know I won't have to bring anything with me.
It'll be a domestic.
Well, that's true.
It'll be a domestic flight home, and I'll still have to go through customs.
Perhaps.
I'm gonna have to buy like a Pelican case to ship stuff home because I know if I write fragile on the box, it won't end up when I get home.
Yeah.
Charles is golden. He carries all his camera gear in a Pelican case.
Yep. I got one too.
Yeah, because I figured out a long time ago that FedEx really takes the term drop ships seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shut up.
Nice. Drop ship.
There's up to get you now.
I work in underground utility construction. What?
I was waiting for that too.
You hold on. You guys are in the wrong valley for that.
That's why that truck's called Double Ugly,
His helmet is shaped like 2 paper bags or what?
Yourself a success story. People like you. I don't think it's successful yet, but we're working on it. It's therapy is a work in progress. We're getting there. Yeah.
He welds
I
up
think
gas.
Titsworth can help. He's a life coach, right?
Right. Yes.
Life coach. Yeah. That sells alcohol.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Perfect.
That's in case his services don't. That's in case the services don't pan out, and he's got a backup plan.
Right. Now all you need is a weed farmer in the group, and it's all covered.
We haven't made it around the circle yet. It's still possible.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, the voice you haven't heard from yet is actually Be Real from Cypress Hill, and he pulls a truck and grows weed.
All right, should get the video.
Oh boy.
Yep, I see one just came through here.
Craig, you're up. All right, well, I'm Craig. I drive a limited edition, a little Ford Ranger with a Ford Hemi in it. And I'm basically, Jason and I work for the same company. We both basically do underground utility work.
He's the fucking Ford Ranger.
I was going to say.
Ford Ranger.
Defer.
And he can reach the pedals.
Are there any blocks on them or no?
No, don't need blocks.
Well,
Awesome.
It's a funny story on blocks on pedals. We also have another truck called Moonlighter that my wife drives.
And she does need blocks.
And when she was 16, her dad said, "Well, you can drive the truck." She goes, "I can't reach the pedals." So she went in there and screwed a block of wood to the gas pedals so she could drive.
Somebody is in big effing trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, Craig.
Craig.
Oh.
Hey, he said good things about you, Sammy.
Hi, Sammy.
So John just sent me a video, and this is I see first gen Dodge stuff, but somebody's gesticulating Bullwinkle mirrors going on in this video. I don't know what's happening here. You guys are gonna have to tell me.
Bullwinkle mirrors.
What'd you send them?
The one you wanted to.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's
the picture. That's the
ugly.
video.
You gotta play it.
You gotta
It's
press
funny
play,
guys.
There's no sound coming through on our end, Charles.
You know, and I don't know why that doesn't come through from when I play that shit. I don't know why that does that, but anyway.
See it moving.
So it's exhaust headers, but that's the Dodge mirrors, tow mirrors.
It's gotta be an SRT 10. He's got 5 headers on it.
So that front clip right there is off of the original Wild Hair. That's Danny Coelho's original Wild Hair.
Okay.
A friend of ours bought it. It's now called Utterly Wild. He's a dairyman. It's called Utterly Wild. And 2 years ago, we put Nick's motor in it and ran it for a season. And that was us goofing around in the shop when we were putting it together.
Yeah, that's what you were doing, all right.
I was gonna say that motor that's in there now, that in that video, didn't make it past that first flagger.
No.
There you go. There you go.
Well, we have the Dodge guy as the power plant. What do you want?
Yeah.
Well, now you got Nick.
Well, now you need the video of Nick dressed up in an Utter outfit.
Oh, we've heard about this. We've heard about this video.
Tagged him up to his
I
sled.
put the cow suit on.
I
The
got
first
it.
time Arnold drove it, I did that to calm him down.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys? Weren't you guys the ones that did the ducks? Something about the ducks or changing steering wheelers? Like, what was that deal again?
Which thing?
Well,
do you
no.
want?
Which thing? I mean, we do a lot of it. You know? I shoved a big blow-up duck in Double Ugly.
Whoa.
Oh, relax. He didn't say blow up doll. But now he's got ideas for this season.
Their show just got canceled. That's why we need a lot of therapy here.
How many guidelines did we just?
Hexworth, you're going to be in a new tax bracket after the end of this show, aren't you?
Yeah, baby.
Your wife's Amazon account's going to be real questionable after the show.
Perhaps.
We need a life coach.
You know, second play.
I think we blew.
Nah, we like to live dangerously.
Yeah, we don't have 7-second delay around here. We just let it fly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good stuff,
All right.
guys. Good.
Did we get everybody in the room or no?
Nope. Yeah, everybody's here.
Nick.
Yeah, everything.
Nick, your turn.
Nick Jackson. I own the judge and the prosecutor currently. I got the prosecutor for sale.
That's what you do for a living.
You know what? I don't care about your whole Why don't you go blow something up in Double Ugly? I am a service manager for an audio video integrator. So when you walk into office buildings and see their teleconferencing equipment, or you walk in somewhere, it's got one of those ginormous video walls. It's my team that helps take care of and make sure that thing works.
Damn, son, next time you get to Des Moines, I got a job for you. We've got a couple of breakout rooms in our office that with monitors that don't work.
I can send you a quote, but that's gonna be a hell of a travel charge.
Yeah, but we can go to Bartown, where we ate lunch, and you'll have a great lunch.
No. If you go there, you make him cook for you, and I promise it will be worthwhile, and you can take some of that food charge off.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we got a little early. He was cooking that day. What did you have in the Big Green Egg that day, Bruce? You remember?
I don't remember. Was it a brisket?
I think so. You were working on something.
I remember. Yeah, you're right. I remember that now.
I was that brisket. It's making me hungry.
You get him a vitamin water, he'll do almost anything.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I'm
Well, if y'all,
I'm working on the transition to OnlyFans, but it's going kind of slow.
I mean, if y'all are
not
hungry,
enough.
if y'all
There's
are
not
hungry,
enough.
just go shoot it tomorrow. I mean, you can have whatever you want to eat.
Just not enough big boy feet pics fans, or what?
Just
Thick boys on TikTok.
Right.
And then we got one more in the room. He's listed as a part-time driver and pit bitch for the rest of us. And and he's also personal security officer.
Yeah.
He's a
Well, make him get on camera. Come on, bro, get on camera.
Well,
slide on over there.
I don't know if his FBI profile can allow him to.
He's been on a milk carton too. There's the best side.
Oh my God, what an awful ass.
Part-time driver and pit bitch. Looks like a crash test dummy to me.
Deep cover.
Deep cover.
Deep cover. Yeah, you can't deep fake that ass.
From Idaho. You know what?
So yeah, you just got a video of Nick in cow suit.
guarantee you I can run faster scared than you can mad. Or
And I guarantee this will also not have any freaking audio for reasons I don't understand.
Well, my guess is that if it's just Nick in a cow suit, we can ad lib this. Oh,
yeah,
that
it's
is
funnier that way.
That is fantastic.
They can narrate this.
That's a sharp truck, by the way.
Charles, there's a sound thing on the bottom right.
And it's X.
Yeah, I know. If I turn it on.
Oh.
You missed
Oh,
it.
that
Where's he
sounds
at?
scintillating.
Oh, he's coming. There he is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that outfit, would you?
You guys hearing the sound out of that?
No, but we don't care. Listening to them narrate it is funnier than hearing a motor back up that we've heard before.
It's quite loud in my headphones, but I guess that's for me to enjoy.
There you go.
Trooper. He was a trooper.
Let me guess. This was not one of those. This was probably not one of those 110-degree days that he jumped in a cow suit, right?
Actually, it was.
It was.
Oof. We admire your dedication, sir.
Turlock, California.
I don't know if the video shows it, but as soon as I got him backed up and going, I was hauling ass
you were
side by side out of that suit.
you were getting out of it quick.
Yeah, because I sweat when I look at a microwave.
So years ago, when Danny Cueto,
Backpack problems. I understand this.
Jeez.
So years ago, when Danny Coelho had that truck, he would always at the end of the pool with Red Rabbit, Wild Hare, Jackrabbit, he'd get out the end and shake a rabbit out the cab. And so we got Arnold whenever he would get done with the pool with this. We got him a stuffed cow. He'd shake a Holstein outside the door.
Yeah. Hello. Did we freeze up?
No, it's gone.
Oh.
No, it's gone.
It's just the video.
Boy, it moves a lot faster. Wait. Flying.
Of course it was flying. Had my in it.
Oh God.
There we go.
That's a stride with purpose right there.
Yes, it is. He was moving.
Dad jokes. I was gonna
Jeez,
say,
baby.
man, he pulled out there in extra ways just to make him walk a little further.
Yeah.
As you do when you're torturing your friends.
Absolutely.
No, we pulled Arnold out plenty far to give him room to get lined up. That was his first time driving that truck.
Yeah.
And how do you do?
What's centrifugal clutch? Yeah, he did good.
Middle of the pack or above that, something like
I just spit their six.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Was that a hub lock grade A homogenized or no?
Well, he wouldn't drive it until we had to. He made me drive it the first two hooks to shake the bugs out of it. And
So a little
Mr.
story.
John Bohr here got his zip tie certification taken away from him.
Yeah.
I drive the thing the first time at Stockton. Well, two things John did.
It saved your ass though.
Yeah, it did. It saved me from your other mistake.
Wow, damn.
Well, no, the shims never went back in. Which that one, it's got kind of an odd sliding Teflon shim instead of a panhard bar. And so as I started to take off down the track, the front end started to vibrate real viciously. And John also zip tied the harness with the distributor too tight. When the truck started to shake, it popped the plug and shut me down.
So what you're saying is every Dodge pickup still has death wobble even when they're a puller.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So we fixed all that. I made one more hook in it, and then this was the Turlock, which is our home pull, and that was the first time that Arnold got behind the wheel and drove that truck.
That's awesome.
So, and he did a damn good job.
And by the way, the life coach told them to put those Teflon pieces in before you even take it to the track.
that is
but the life coach.
Oh, we also learned in putting that truck together that a hard tonneau cover for a 2017 and up Ford F-250 long bed fits that Dodge.
Yeah. So it's kind of a Johnny Cash truck, really. Chevrolet and Ford tonneau cover, and yeah.
But to give Arnold credit, yeah, it's his first time pulling that truck, but he's been pulling a truck a street modified truck that he's been pulling for 40 years.
Oh, God, a long time. Yeah.
So he bought that. He bought that because him and Danny used to pull together years and years and years ago. And it's sort of an honor for him to be behind that seat or behind that steering wheel and to own that truck. And Danny is very happy that Arnold now has that truck. So it's keeping a legacy going.
I agree with that. Coelho's a name, that has made it out here in the Midwest. I mean, that's a name we know and have name recognition with. So, yeah, it's cool to see that truck still out there.
Yeah, and that's actually the Grand National winning truck right there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Original iron.
Don't see too many first-gen Dodges pulling in a class like this. Definitely not out here.
No,
I struggle to leave off the top of my head to even think of another. I don't know.
Although I'm under the impression, based on something that Wyatt mentioned, I can't remember when, but there may be a Pro Mod coming that has a body like that. I don't know for fact, but kind of reading between the lines a little bit, it kind of sounds like he knows something that the rest of us don't.
We got two of them out here. We got that one. We got Wild Hair, and then we got Larry Lopes' Young Guns, which has been around since it's Garfield before that. So it started about 84, 85.
Mid-80s.
It was built, and Larry's been campaigning that since 91. Somewhere in there.
92,
I think it's 92. He had it in 95 when it went to fight.
He's actually the one that takes care of most of our fuel systems. He builds our fuel systems.
Yeah.
Lopes Racing.
You guys running all injected methanol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They finally talked me into it a couple years ago.
Yeah. Gas forever.
Go back.
But yeah, we're running old school, basically considered to what they're running with the Sunnies. We're running old school alcohol injection.
Big and uglies and
bird catchers and
Verticals.
Yeah.
Vertical. You are.
We're vertical.
And they're running.
Is that why the hats? Some of the hats say Old Iron Pulling Team on them.
Right.
Yep.
They do.
Yep. That Nick put those hats. Got one of those.
Oh yeah. Old Iron.
Time to upgrade from Big and Ugly and Birdcatcher to the toilet bowl. I don't know who names this shit for that class, but y'all got to think of something better.
I know, right?
Birdcatcher.
I'd rather have the Big and Ugly that matches me, so it's all that matters.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I'm just saying,
out of all you guys in the room, who's been making laps the longest?
The longest truck I would say is probably.
I think he's talking about people.
I'm talking drivers.
Chris.
The Duck.
You gotta remember, he was with the Donner Party, so Price was the corporal when he started pulling.
He was pulling when wheels were square, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Really had to rev the crap out of the motors then.
They were made of rock. Yeah.
He was the first person to seize the palace.
Whatever.
Wasn't he one of the guys who poured the driveway to it?
Pulling started when he brought the bricks up the top of the hill with his truck. That's how pulling started.
Him and Fred moved all that rock to build it.
Yeah,
he'll tell you about his first pull once he pulls out the papyrus scroll and unrolls it and figures it out.
Actually, it was a really long papyrus scroll. It was back in the day when they didn't have laser, and they measured it using it. So it was like a giant tape measure.
Yeah, dude, that's for real.
Yeah.
I know. I remember. I grew up watching that.
Yeah. Yeah, we pull the rope across. They'd have 6 people to do it. Yeah.
I did that as a kid.
Yeah.
It's been fact checked. He was there.
6 people to do it, plus a pullback tractor, and man, we are absolutely spoiled at 2.5, 3 minute turn times on a hook.
Oh yeah.
GPS does wonders in the world.
Chris is the oldest driver, but as Pro Mods go,
Pro Mods
it's either double ugly or flash would be truck.
Yeah,
When did you guys build yours?
Ours was built in like 1980, I think.
Okay,
Flash
Flash.
Wow.
was the oldest truck.
78.
Because you were 78, you said 80?
Yeah.
Mine was built in 82.
86.
94. Yeah, my dad.
18.
Yeah, my dad and grandpa.
Sit down, youngin.
Running it ever since. The other truck we have in our camp's been around since early 80s. Moonlighter, it's a 79 Ford. Yeah.
Nice.
So are your guys' frames, are they tube frames? Are they like so like my cousin's husband, the Christensen family, the Red Hot, if you know the Red Hot truck, that's original Ford Ranger frame. It's not a tube frame. So when it came out, that was the rules. It had to be original frame, and it was the year after that they changed it that you could run a tube frame, and he's still running the original frame. So are you guys running original frames or tube frames?
So, like mine and Flash, you guys will be confused whenever you look at that frame. It's called what we call a wedge chassis out here. It's,
Yep.
Our front rear axles are connected to each other, and then the engine, the transmission, transfer case is all on a separate chassis. And it's a very simple design. It's a scissor chassis. It's very simple design. It works really well in real soft soils. The Judge is currently being built onto a tube frame as we speak.
Prosecutor's a custom rail.
And Limited, it's on a full tube chassis. But these two over here with the International and the Ford are still running the original
Ford chassis.
chassis.
Yeah. We are in the truck. Ford frame. Yep.
And short
That's
wheelbase.
interesting.
Yeah, and I'm and Flash, myself, and Chris. Chris is actually the smallest. I'm 122 wheelbase. Flash is 124, 126, 126, and
I'm 116.
116.
Wow.
No.
So we're
That's a
running
lot.
shorter wheel. So
It's interesting.
it's a short wheelbase club.
Yep.
That's what she said.
Because on those
That
six, yeah.
She said it.
For my body,
Yeah.
for the body on the 62 Power Wagon, I had to go short wheelbase because in 62 they use the same wheelbase on the trucks. They just extended the back of the bed to make long beds. So to make mine aesthetically look
Looks
correct,
like Batman.
yeah, yeah. They get mad at me because I almost had to back all the way up to the buckboard to get the.
Is that common though? Is there a pretty good mix out there, or most of the guys that you guys are running tube chassis or original chassis out there?
It's a pretty good mix up.
I would say it's a mix over here.
It's about 50-50. A lot of them are running original.
How many guys do you run with in the class?
So we did a count a couple years ago. If you count just California, there's 38 pro mods total. If every single one ever came out, there'd be 38 that are known to still exist.
Crap.
Now those don't fall.
They'll all pull. Usually when we go to a pool, we'll have between 8 and 14, 15.
They have under 10 all year, so.
How many hooks are typically at the pull then?
Oh,
Like, are you running like 70 hooks,
Yeah.
or are you running 50 hooks? Okay.
50 and 70.
And typically, and probably almost always a single track.
Sometimes double tracks. We're
You
on two
guys
sleds.
will run two.
Yeah, because we have 2 speed sleds out here in California. That's Brian Massetti's
Yep.
Terminator, and then we have Valley Tractor Pullers Association has one of Brad's sleds, one of his early ones. I never can pronounce Brad's last name, but the Terminator. Yeah, the old Terminator from out there is now called Legend. So we run those 2 sleds out here, and then in Oregon they run what's called the old blue sleds, which is old friction sleds, drag sleds, and then Ryan Thane with Thane Motorsports has come out with his sled last year.
It's
an early Bowers.
Bowers sled. He bought it out of Colorado.
Yeah, he bought it out of Colorado. And then United has their. That's a Bowers too, isn't it? An old.
No, it's not.
That's their own deal.
It's an early drop. It's an early speed sled.
So are they class like 5 or 6 sleds? I mean, you guys probably don't have like class 7 sleds out there, do you?
We got class 6 and class 8.
Really?
They would have to have mods out there.
3 class 8.
Yeah, 3 class 8s, and is Ryan's a...
No, it's
an 8.
It's an 8.
It's an 8.
United's
is a 7.
Yeah.
United's is a 7 because the difference is between the rollers being on top of the rail and the rollers being inside the rail. So United's a 7. But
And the 7 wouldn't be rated for semis or unlimiteds.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that what Christian runs?
What's that?
Ross? Isn't that what Christian runs?
He's going to be in a class 8 this year. He's going to be in. He's going to be in a Brad Christian sled as well.
Okay.
Yep.
And we run everything out here. We don't have any super semis out here. We run the big run is the multi-engines like Jared's Swiss Power with 4 engines. Max Cackle, Get Her Done. You know, we got a few multis out here, and then we have some twin engines.
Major Woody.
Major Woody, Chris, the Wheatleys with 5 engines and 3 engines and 2 engines. And they got a variety. And then we got Super Farm, 9,300 pound Super Farms. And then we run a lot of, we got a small selection of super stock diesels, which we call Pro Stocks. And then we got a big selection of 3.0s. A lot of 4-wheel drives. We have a lot of 4-wheel drives out here.
Bigger shows they
Notice that. Didn't you guys get a couple of like newish 3.0s come out your way this year, or maybe last year, or did those go to Texas? I feel like some Ohio trucks went up for sale. And
Hammer Down was built here.
Was it built here?
Yeah, I think Hammer Down was built here. We didn't get really many new 3.0s. So 3.0s would be Limited Pro, right?
Yeah.
So we did get a couple.
Yeah, we got the one from.
We got two Van Hazley trucks came out here, which American Crane has.
Mulrooney bought one.
And then Mulrooney bought one. And now it's called Hammer Down. It's in the Pro Stock class. And then Massetti's got one of the I think it's Van Hazley. I think
it's a Scheid.
Oh, the Scheid.
It's a Scheid diesel one.
Massetti's got one of those, and they call all smoked out or something like that.
Yeah, all smoked out. Limited Pro.
Limited Pro.
who's that Mulrooney? Like not like Mulrooney auction, is it?
Yeah.
Not that family, is it? Are you for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they
Holy shit, I'm picking up the phone. I'm calling Mulrooney tomorrow. They're one of our customers.
Really?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
They
We advertise a lot of their auctions.
What was their
So
Ford called?
What was the Ford called? He started out in the street class years ago with a blue and white OBS 7.3 Ford. And then now him and his son-in-law, they built a Pro Stock, which like your Super Stock ones that are TPC, called Hammer Down. And it's a 2012 Ford body?
Yeah.
No, that was bought. They didn't build that.
Hammer Down was bought.
Oh,
That's
they
what they're
bought
talking
it.
about.
Okay,
that
yeah.
truck came from back.
It was bought.
Yeah, it was bought.
They didn't build it. They bought
They're
it.
building another.
Okay, they built
Son-in-law's
another one.
building one right
Okay,
now.
they
That's
built
what
another one.
JP's been working on.
He's building Durham.
Yeah.
Does
But
it
yeah,
still have the Ford motor in it then?
No, it has the
Cummins.
It
Cummins,
does.
yeah.
You guys remember?
That's the only way
You guys remember a
That's the only way
3.6 truck that was called Straight to the Max? It was a Duramax truck.
Yes. Kevin
Yeah,
Weedy originally
it's-
built.
Yeah, Straight to the Max came out here. It actually lives about 10 miles west of me now.
Is that where it's at now?
Yep.
That was a hard running truck. When it rained.
Well, and Cody's had his issues with it so far in 2023. He struggled with it.
another one that came from out here that was Big Bad Dodge. Big Bad Dodge came from here.
Really?
Okay.
Built here.
It was bought
It was a street truck here.
That was a different truck. He bought a truck from back east with Texas. Actually, he bought a truck out of Texas and changed it to Big Bad Dodge. And then it went.
And then he sold it back to Texas.
He is our life coach, our historian. Trust me, he knows.
Historian can be in small print. Historian can be in small print in the cap. It's okay.
Yep, on the hat.
Yeah. There you go.
It's in quotes too.
No,
Maybe he's a revisionist historian.
Yes.
Yeah, the pulling out here has been going on since the mid '70s, and it's been pretty solid since.
Good.
So,
we used to have a lot of two-wheelers, blown two-wheelers, and that class has kind of went away. There's hardly any now.
Minis too.
And minis, and we had a super modified 2 4-wheel drives.
Yeah.
And all those classes have kind of went away.
Yeah, we had one super mod out here that was called the Falcon. It was a twin engine 36 Chevy. That thing was a monster. It's still around. We're trying to talk him into coming back out.
You just had him on your show.
Yep, we just had him on the West Coast show last week.
Yeah, minis used to be a big thing out there. The Mellows were like the guys in the 80s.
Tremendous, yeah.
Well, Donnie had a couple for a while. Donnie actually, he had like a
Robbie.
top 5 finish.
Yeah.
Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie
Reed
had
had
a couple minis for a
Didn't
while.
he have a top 5 finish? Bowling Green?
Yeah.
One of the minis, yeah.
So it's definitely been alive out here for a lot of years.
California Mule was one. I can't remember.
How much new blood are you guys seeing coming into the sport from out there?
It goes in waves.
Yeah.
So you'll get
it's economy.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on our governor. No,
Fair.
it goes in waves out here. You'll have a downtime for a little while, and then all of a sudden you'll get a mass influx of people that'll start off in the street class and find some old junker and start building on it, and then all of a sudden they want to start upgrading and start climbing the ladder in the different classes.
You mean they started with a beater with a heater and then started pulling?
Whoa. Who said anything about a heater?
Yeah. They don't need that out there.
Hey,
Take it out, save weight, more movable weight.
There you go.
And you guys have some multi-generational pullers now. You guys have second and third generation drivers coming up now, right?
I'm a 3rd generation puller.
He's 3rd, yeah.
You get the 4th coming.
Yeah. 4th's going to probably start driving this year, hopefully. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chip and Aries kids.
Yeah, Chip and Aries.
Chip and Aries kid is, and that kid can drive the wheels off of that super farm.
Yeah, he does good, didn't he?
Yeah, I think Brent lost his seat on
That's what I told him. He sent me a video the night that what is it, their pull? The charity pull that they do at the end of October or something. Yeah. And he sent me the video, and I just said, Brent, just start looking for a freaking chassis for a pro stock, because you're gonna have to build your own new toy anyway, because that kid just took yours. Like, yeah, I kind of think you're right.
Yep. Yeah, see, Brent broke his ankle. Didn't campaign the tractor.
Is he mobile yet?
Yeah, he's mobile now.
Good.
He still lost his seat.
Yeah, he still lost his seat. He lost his seat
Well,
because he
I mean, that's fine. Squatters' rights applies, especially if you can drive.
Yep. Water rights apply.
And if Chip and Aries is watching, I'm going to get a text. He's going to, shut up. Don't give the kid more encouragement. I'll say, shut up, Brent. Just start building your own new one.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's got the
I like that. I like that kid. I got to meet him. He and his dad came out and pulled Midwest Winter Nationals last year.
Yeah.
And they had a good time. And Bradley Bradley was there, just kind of soaking it all in. It was kind of fun to watch.
It's fun to watch. I've seen Bradley. He's been soaking it in for years. I watched him start with the antique tractor, club and everything, and you can just see that kid just soak it in. When he had his first chance to get on that seat, and he ran with it, and I think his first pass was Turlock, and he won it that night. And he consistently kept. I think he went 4 wins in a row. I don't think he ever lost.
Yeah, how many guys do you know who have pulled that off? Who are, had done more than just like gotten lucky one time in the seat their first time and won. I've got a buddy who pulls an 85 Limited Pro out here. He's been in he's driven a light pro twice, I think, and he won one of the hooks. And I told him after the first one, don't ever drive it again. That way you can just you've got a perfect record. He's like,
Walk away.
Yep.
This sport,
But Chris couldn't walk away, and he drove another. And he drove a second time, and I think he ended up second that night. But it's kind of fueled his fire. He's like, "Oh, build me one of those, and then I'm gonna go kick Dustin's ass after gave me the ride."
So the first mistake is ever made is you hook onto that hook, and the minute that chain gets tight, the adrenaline runs through you, and you're like, I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, that's a mistake I can honestly say I've never made.
Don't do it. It's bad.
I won't.
I won't. Bad.
It's worse than
I won't.
Than any drug.
They always say if you ever want to become a millionaire in pulling, start with $1 billion.
Start with $1 billion.
So I'm curious of something I've always wanted to ask you guys. How much do you guys watch like live streams and stuff like that, or pulls from the Midwest and this type of pulling when you guys aren't pulling?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. Yep. Yeah,
Are we getting better? Are we getting better with the coverage? Live streaming, picking up speed and doing better?
Yeah, I think so. The live stream stuff is really picking up, and even with us having live stream out here on a couple of events, it's really introducing the sport back into the public eye. I think. I mean, when we were growing up, used to watch TNT and ESPN Sports and all that stuff, and we'd watch, like Godfather and Bob Gialetti go back east, and then all the Cow Palace and Quelo and Silver Dome and all those events is all not pay-per-view, but you had to have cable, and farm cable you can never get, so you had to go to buddy's house to go watch it. But it's really starting with the live stream. I think it's really putting the pulling back in the mainstream again.
Yeah, but you guys still haven't gotten out of the habit that you developed when you were 9. You still go over to your buddy's house to watch. It's just a whole lot bigger TV, and you drink a lot more beer.
Yeah.
His beer,
Charles,
not your beer.
You went to some of those pulls at the Silver Dome. What was
I
that
sure
like?
did. It was something else. Just to be in an environment that big, and the way, particularly with that building, how much it echoed. I mean, you think Freedom Hall's loud. Silverdome was loud. And the crowd was into it. I mean, it's the Motor City. Like any mechanized mayhem, we're all about it here. That's just the way we roll.
See, we got one out here that would put, I bet you anything, it would be a lot louder. And it hasn't happened there, since the early 90s. But the Cow Palace in San Francisco, of all places, San Francisco, the Cow Palace is only 175, 180 foot track.
Yeah.
But man,
Lord.
Those multi-engines would light up in there, and 4 engines on Godfather and stuff like that, and it would just
cause a California earthquake.
Yeah, cause an earthquake.
I've heard stories about Cow Palace, and I want to say I'm going to just check. There might be some of that on YouTube. I don't know. There might be.
There is.
So what you're saying is they start with the grousers already down.
Pretty
more
much.
or less.
Well, back then they didn't need them.
They started.
Yeah. Well, and back then they didn't have them either, did they?
Not that I don't think so.
All sleds back then.
On friction sleds, yeah, you didn't really have those.
Woof.
They pulled so damn hard.
No, and like Weisenberger's sled, Trucker's Trouble, and Tough Dragon, and all those old sleds, they were all the sleds they used to use back in the day, and they were heavy. Cow Palace, little story, Arnold was doing the pullback tractor. Like you said earlier, kids nowadays don't understand the pullback tractor status. And he was on a 40-20 John Deere with the 3-point pulling those sleds back, and he was riding a wheelie the whole way back. And
I imagine that was entertaining as hell.
Yes,
that was half your admission cost on the show right there is to watch that thing go.
Yeah.
And if it was a gas 40-20, the other half of your admission went to pay his fuel bill.
There you are, measuring the distance.
There you go. Yep.
Right there.
Oh, but they had pretty girls doing it.
I was going to say, we can
in
bring
Fremont,
that back.
where I grew up, it was just fat guys.
I was going to say, we can bring those back. Backup girls, no one would complain about that at all.
Oh, boy, you ain't seen no backup girls, have you? That used to be a real deal thing.
I'm just saying, look at motocross, like indoor motocross, and they come out with a big sign walking through there. Like, I'm okay with that. Come out with a sign class. You like which class we're on, walking through there. I'm okay with that. It's great picture opportunities. Let me tell you.
Oh, that happened in pulling a little bit, even in recent years. That happened in pulling. I mean, gosh, who was it? Well, yeah, there was Rona. I mean, Rona kind of set the standard, but I mean, it's not like she was flashing a leg.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. But there were, that seems wrong to say, but Rona.
That's a short track.
Yes.
Well, like USHRA used to do Oakland, Coliseum, Anaheim, and they would pull down third baseline and go pull first baseline. You had to do 2 hooks back to back.
Holy crap!
I wonder if Logan Thomas is watching tonight. They've got some thumb sled action right there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, the third base YouTube videos. There are some YouTube videos down in Anaheim where they did that setup with the just search USHRA.
Captain Chaos.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. There's Captain. Yeah. That's Wheatley's. Yeah. No Jack.
I haven't watched this. I'm captivated. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is cool to watch. Some of this old stuff like this.
Like they said, he still that same fire suit. His son does.
His son wears that same fire suit. Yeah.
Chris,
for real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you guys are a little more on the tech with that and actually checking the tags on those. It's not good.
Yeah,
it's not good.
No, some of those might need to be replaced.
I was going to say it probably gained 10 pounds just from the sweat if it's 100 and some degrees down there. Just saying. That's extra movable weight you could be moving is what I'm getting at.
Nah, it's more fire retardant. You have to dry it out before the fire suit would burn. No, now I know who I was thinking of. Didn't Mike Sandifer's wife at the time? I mean, I know they're not together anymore, but didn't his wife do a stint as a backup girl for like a season? I swear I've seen photos. What? Adam? Where did Adam go? What the hell? Adam,
his computer just shut off.
Yeah, he just texted us and said that his computer went.
There's the Falconet. Yeah. That's Ron Melling and Falconet.
Where's the cow to help him back up? Shit, that's a long ways back.
Right?
That's the one that has the Supermodified with the twin engines, too.
Yeah.
This is the Falconer. And then the Falcon.
So he actually owns birds.
Right? Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. Flock 19.
But they're all 36s. All of them.
Yeah.
No. I'm serious. I thought there was a puller out in Cali who raced falcons. Was into falconry as a hobby or a sport or something. Like I think Chip and Harry told me about it.
They use falcons for hunting. I've actually witnessed this. It was really cool. I was in Texas when I was a little kid, and they used we went duck hunting with falcons. And
I think that's cheating. I
No.
feel like it's cheating somehow.
No, because like those ducks sit on that pond and they do not move at all. And my job, it was me and another kid. Our job was to scare the ducks off the pond. And I kid you not, you could take a biggest rock you could throw and hit the duck, and it would not come off the pond. And finally, one stupid duck decided it was going to fly off there, and that falcon came down at 200 miles an hour and hit that duck, and it was done.
That's crazy.
So
I feel like that. I feel like that's cheating. I don't feel like you earned that.
Right.
You just told the falcon go kill that thing at 200 miles an hour.
I don't think
how do you salvage the duck?
I don't think you understand the training that goes into this. Like to
I don't care about the training.
To do this.
You have to aim a gun and shoot something, or pull a bowstring back and shoot something.
I mean, I've been hunting before. I've been hunting before with dogs and had my choice of pointer or flusher, but I've never used avian missiles before.
Right, exactly. Like, this is a predatory bird.
I tell you what, so we were down in Texas, and like I said, I was a little kid type of thing, and they said, "Oh, we're gonna go out and see this place." And when you're in the Panhandle in Texas, they said it's just a little ways. Make sure you have an extra fuel cell in the back because it was like 2 fucking hours longer out to this pond. And we drove by the motel where it was like a whole.
Is that the only pond?
Yeah, pretty much. And it was like
the only pond in West Texas.
It was a fucking Motel 6 with like a fence around the outside, which I don't know why, because you're in the middle of nowhere. And they had like 200 perches out in front of the hotel, and they chained like the falcons, birds. There's a bald eagle, and there's like red-tailed hawks. There's all these type of birds that had a perch with a clamp on the leg. And that's where they stayed at night, and it was so weird. I mean, it looked like something out of a scary movie.
Hadn't brought your own, you could like rent one.
No, it was a
bald eagle, and we're gonna go hunt elephant.
You sure that was Texas and you weren't like in New York with Lawrence Fishburne hunting with pigeons?
No, it was
John Wick shit.
I promise you, it was in Texas. Ooh, what is this?
Yeah.
This is
that's Banner Mission Impossible.
Whoa,
only 5. Actually, well, is it Tim or is it Bibbs? That looks like Tim.
Hey, we're gonna take off. We're gonna go eat, but we want to get it out there. Code 3, Baby Huey, California Flash, Final Drive, Agent Orange, in the diesel class, Gone Broke, in the minis, we got Sharecropper and Bankroller. We got pretty good amount of vehicles that are in the TPC second round vote to get us voted in there.
Yep. Please go on to thepullerchampionship.com. Get your votes in. We got 4 days left? Is that right? Including today or 5?
Including today, 4 days. Yeah. Today's 4 days.
Today. All right.
Sunday's it.
Yeah, the duck says he's starting to lose weight over here, so he needs to go eat.
Whatever.
He's just withering away to nothing, isn't he?
Yeah, he's afraid he's got to put more weight on the truck.
He's ready to fly east, boys.
So, but hey, we want to thank you guys for letting us come on there, and it was
thank you.
Great time as always, and hopefully we can get back there.
Hell, you gave us an hour and 40 minutes. You ain't never going to get that back. So, I mean, we appreciate it.
That's all right. We had a good time.
That was awesome.
Yep.
So, thank you, guys.
All right, guys. Thanks again. Go enjoy dinner. Or I'll call you. I'm going to call you later on. We got to talk about World Ag Expo.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Later on.
Guys. That's cool. I love those guys. They're always a good time.
Always a good time with those guys.
Yeah, always. Yeah. And I really like. I can't do it, I don't think, for 2024, but 2025, I think I could. I really want to go out there and hang out with them for even.
I just want to see. I want to see how they do it. Yeah, I want to see how they do it. I want to see California Ag.
Yeah,
I've never seen an almond grove before. I would love to see that.
Jared's always told me come out and he always said you can have a bag of pecans to go back home too. But
the San Joaquin Valley has always been a fascination with me. I've read 2 very large books about
the very large farms out there, right?
The biggest, yeah.
I've got a buddy's sister that used to work for a ranch out there, and I didn't realize this. Like, they go on legit fox hunts with horseback and dogs and everything, and that is a serious thing because she worked for like the largest ranch in California, and it is just rolling hills for as far as you can see. And I thought that is cool. I did not expect that. When you think of California, so.
You don't expect to see pulling with crowds like that. You don't expect to see or meet normal people like Boar and the boys. I mean, but I mean, for every stereotype that any of you 13 people who are still watching, and
we're down to 12.
Thank you for watching. Oh, damn it, we lost one. Or went out for that guy. Every stereotype you've ever heard about California being a ridiculous liberal, blah blah blah, California, whatever. There's parts of Cali that are no different than Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota, any of the I states, all the places that some of you guys are watching from. And so don't sleep on that Cali pulling, even though you don't get to see it very often. Those boys do know how to have a good time.
Yep, I agreed.
And clearly, as you can see, they build properly strong relationships. And why the hell else do we all stay involved in this sport? God knows it's not for the payouts.
No.
Nobody makes any money doing this. The only reason we all stay involved in this is because of our pulling family and the people that we love, and the people that we've all met in this sport.
Yep, meet some fantastic people in this walk of life, and I wouldn't want to do anything else.
No, I wouldn't change it for the world. Hell, that's how I met Adam. Oh my God, look at that!
Speak of the devil, he is back.
I had to go out to the shop and go get my power cord. It just shut off. No, nothing. I was like, oh crap,
That sounds like my MacBook, because Ryan can vouch for this. Like, if you unplug it, you got about 13 seconds before it's saying bye, Felicia, because she gone.
Like no warning at all. That's crazy. Oh well.
He's seen me multiple times. Like, it gives me a warning, and it's like sprint for the cord and try to get plugged in the wall before it shuts down.
I've watched him. He's actually tripped over his own suitcase at least twice in my basement. It's been funny to watch. Get him editing photos, and he starts drinking like Elijah Craig barrel proof, and he's like a glass and a half in, and suddenly the laptop says, "I'm gonna die now," and he just jumps off the couch and trips over his bag and runs in and grabs his cord. It still died on him. He was so pissed. It was fun. I laughed.
Those dudes are a riot. Holy crap! It almost makes me want to jump on a plane and go out and friggin' start.
It does. It legit does.
They are
just as much fun in person, 100% guaranteed.
Like, I'm not saying much. I'm just sitting back listening, because it's like, holy crap. I mean, they're just all good, great guys, just having a good time, and that's bad.
I'm not going to poke my finger in your chest, but you decided to go and chase clouds that go spinny, spinny, spinny when you had the opportunity and an invite to go and meet them. Saying.
No, we didn't. We didn't go up north.
No. That the first year at TPC, you were storm chasing.
That's right. Yeah. I was gonna go to TPC, but then I ended up going to. We booked that. Yeah, I forgot about that. And I'm gonna do it again, by the way. So.
Really? When are you going?
I don't know yet, but I'm definitely doing it.
TPC weekend. That's when he's going.
Let me know, because I'm interested. It's a bucket list to do that.
I'm pretty sure I could find work down there at some point. So.
It's a freaking rush. That's for sure.
Yeah, you can fly a drone around some of the stores that the tornadoes hit. It's almost ambulance chasing, but not quite.
Pretty much.
So I say it works, man.
I can.
Well, they actually they tell you that, like, in their storm chasing meeting, they actually tell you, like, if you're in a tornado, you're going to be like one of the first people there, to like see people. I mean, you're going to be like real life experience. Like, people are
going to be potentially called on
because they have nothing, and you're going to be there. They're going to be. It's a very traumatic experience.
Who was the video I sent you, Ryan, of went storm chasing, and they were in the tornado with.
Mike Bettis was from the Weather Channel.
No, it so God dang it, who was it?
It flipped their van right over.
Was it Bart no. Was he a comedian? God dang it, who was that? I sent you the video and it was hilarious.
Oh jeez.
I don't know, but you better go find it and send it again.
Yeah, right.
For the record, Cody has sent me about 6,008 videos.
Absolutely.
But he'll be busy for a minute. Long enough for us to answer this question. David,
yes.
You're from Michigan, if I'm not mistaken.
Tons of them out there, ain't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still about
California's
pretty much
I believe California's number one ag industry is dairy, I think. Yeah. I know that they a lot of good things, a lot of good dairy things come from California.
We're big dairy out here too. So
I got a text.
Well,
I just got a text message.
So
I just
Michigan.
got a text that says 90% of egg appraisals are in California. It's Tamara, almond grapes, hemp, onion, asparagus, and avocados.
Fantastic. All specialty stuff.
Yeah.
But that's
But
California
I don't have
in general.
data.
But that's
yeah, I know, but I don't
have.
have data for that in Tractor Zoom Pro. I'm working on it, but I don't have it yet.
Sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
I think this is a shut the hell up problem for you. But no,
Reed
California
Timmer.
is
Reed
the
Timmer.
most.
Yeah.
Reed Timmer is the storm chaser.
Yeah, but he's not a comedian.
Yeah. No, but the guy that rode with
Well,
him.
he
depends what you think of his forecasts.
Well, that too.
That's true.
So last year during the blizzard, Reed Timmer drove right in front of my house. And I have it on on my phone. I literally stood up. I saw him. My mom called me. She's like, "Dude, Reed Timmer is turning onto your road right now." And I'm like, "Oh, whatever." By the time I stood up, he was right in front of my big picture window that I got, and I got one photo. He's in a blue Suburban, and he's like, I was like, "What the hell?"
And you know what? Well, you know what would have been awesome?
A minute earlier, I would have went out there.
Well, but what would have been even better yet is if thunder snow had hit in front of your house. He would have stopped and just melted down and blown a gasket. It would have been amazeballs.
Yeah.
It would have been one of those kind of videos that goes viral.
Yeah.
In terms of what agriculture does for California, I'll just throw this out. This is from 2021. The top 5, I won't name them all, but at number 5 in terms of total cash crop receipts for the year 2021, Illinois is number 5 at 21,700,000. Iowa's number 2 at 34,600,000. Number 1 is California at $51.1 million.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yep. There are parts of California that I swear to God, if you plant a pair of Air Jordans, in 6 months you will have an Air Jordan bush.
Yeah. Actually, I'm sorry. That's not a
throw
million.
anything there.
That's not million. That's actually billion. Sorry, my mistake.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Those numbers were billion, not million.
Yeah, it's the most agriculturally diverse state in the union.
Yep.
Followed by Michigan.
They're number 1 in dairy, number 3 in grapes, number 2 in almonds, number 5 in cattle, 6 in berries. I mean, they lead in a lot of shit.
David, I would rather
number 9 walnuts, number 12 in rice. Not the traditional Midwestern crops you won't find in this list actually anywhere in the top. Actually, we go all the way down. We get carrots and lemons and tangerines. You will not find wheat. You will not find soybeans. You will not find corn. That's not what they're growing out there, but they grow a lot of stuff.
That's awesome. Perfect climate for it.
Yeah.
Charles, Cody, Adam, pay attention to that. File that name in your memory bank. We're gonna get this guy. David Vandenberg sent me an email after I dropped that article, the recap of Chippewana, the Midwest Winter Nationals.
Okay. Yeah.
And he was there, and I actually met him. I don't know if any of you guys, any of the rest of you guys saw it, but there was the mother of all hoarders there who had a Ford Ranger that had, you've seen the pictures of the dudes that have sofas on the roof and, yada, yada, yada. And they've got flying in duct tape and all that crap, holding it down. Homeboy was in a Ford Ranger in the Shipshawana parking lot at the Mech, and David pointed that out to me, and I wish I'd had my camera. It would have been, I could have made a meme. But David roasts hogs, and he wants to roast hogs for the Midwest Winter Nationals next year.
That'd be
so
awesome.
Tucker, I don't know if you're one of the 17 people who's watching, but if so, I gave David your number. He's going to call you sometime this fall and say, hey, I want to cook dinner one night.
Nice.
You need to let him.
We'll be very welcome.
Yeah. Because we actually cook all that stuff ourselves. I mean, that's a volunteer kind of deal. Amy Jo did spaghetti or tacos or maybe both one night or 2 nights. And the crew feeds itself by, kind of by volunteer.
Bob Menery. Or Menery, how you pronounce it? Menery.
Yep. He's the guy who makes call the football games.
Yeah.
There he goes. He breaks left. Oh shit! That guy just got leveled.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
He did a ride along with Reed Timmer, and then they found the tornado in Iowa last year. It was hilarious watching. Like he had a helmet on and was scared shitless in the back seat. It was hilarious.
That's awesome.
Sorry, but sidetracked.
Squirrel.
So
hey, we call the show is called Sidetracked for a reason.
Yeah. So we have a few other topics. I think we should discuss a little bit that's kind of made some headlines here recently.
Probably wondering why I've called you here tonight.
Yes, the media of the minds.
All right, well, hit it.
Formula One has had some quite the stir up lately, with Lewis Hamilton deciding to exit the exit clause in his contract and leave Mercedes, and he's headed in 2025 to Ferrari. So,
of course,
which is interesting. It leaves a little bit open what Carlos is going to do because Leclerc is still in for 2025. So I know that Carlos is going to announce later on in the season, but he's still committed to the season with Ferrari now. But it's a bold move. I mean, because he's kind of built his career with Mercedes. I guess. Any other thoughts on that?
There's going to be a bunch of fanboys who are trading in their all their apparel in their closet. I mean, Ferrari's about to see their merch go through the fucking roof.
Yes, it hasn't already.
It's going to big time now.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you something. Here's who I want to start a Formula One team. And I know they never do it because they're too damn smart. But I really want Volvo to start one because I really want to see the prancing moose on the bodywork of a car. I think that would be so cool. I don't even care if it competes well. I just want the prancing moose on a car.
I'm waiting for the first Aero mule that looks like a station wagon.
I thought maybe you're listening to
awesome.
I thought maybe you're listening to Nick and Tony's podcast talking about fitting the whole Pakistani family in the Volvo.
I have not caught up on that.
We didn't cut the floor out, but why can't we put the cup holder between the two seats? I don't need it on his seat.
When did they release that? That's a new podcast, right?
It was a day or two ago, and I listened
Okay.
to probably half of it this morning, and it's hilarious.
I listened to half of it driving to the office today, and it was good. I laughed hysterically. He's like, I've got nothing against Peterbilt's, but he's like, why does the cup holder have to be on his seat? Why can't we be like a Volvo and put it in the middle? He's like, we got so much more room. You can fit a whole Pakistani family in it.
This is clearly Nick McCormick.
This is Nick.
Very
Nick
much
McCormick. And it was, for those of you who know that he used to be in the tractor pulling world, but
he's still very much in the tractor pulling world.
Well, I mean, he
just doesn't drive.
Yeah, he used to drive, but
yes, sir.
But
Roger,
so it was funny.
they sure did. There was a Cummins back in the Roadster era, the front engine Roadster era. Cummins had
Really?
Yep.
That's
sure
cool.
did.
Not only that, so did J.I. Case in the very first Indy 500.
Interesting.
Matter of fact, I think they may have been the first registrant.
Roger,
they had two cars in a team.
Roger, you should go to Netflix and watch NASCAR's new series called, I think it's Full Speed. They just released a documentary style of NASCAR, and if it's how I think it's going to be, it's going to be done very, very well.
I got through most of the first episode. It's pretty good.
Corey, you freaking kill me.
Corey, you gotta buy your own, man. It goes in the window. It sits off to the side, You
can buy them at the gas station or at the truck stop for like $7.99.
Fun fact: 1983. 1983 is when they introduced cup holders. It's random useless facts for you. I learned it on the Google Buster question. 1983 is when they introduced cup holders, and it's considered to be a standard option in all vehicles now. That's what happens when you're doing snowplow shit at 2:30 in the morning.
So. Or what were we calling it? The Corrosionator 9000?
Corrosionator 9000.
Yes.
Yeah. I was delivering fuel though. I wasn't doing that. So
it's raining here today, and I did go through the car wash just to say I did it.
Yeah.
I hand washed my truck the other day because our roads they're a muddy mess.
Yeah.
And when you've got tires that stick outside of the fenders, it just like
it doesn't help.
It's a brown color of a truck at that point.
Blackish
brown. So
that's how my summer rims are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag Brodos are problems.
Yeah.
Yep. I will be hitting the wash tomorrow as well.
This stuff is.
He's a level above me when he said, "Did you just catch that?" He said, "Summer rims." Like, fucker, I'm poor. I have the same rims year round. I don't have summer rims and winter rims.
Oh, these rims have been on 5 different trucks.
It doesn't matter. It's the same goddamn rims.
Oh man.
We could throw Adam under the bus and say one of those trucks he had to buy.
No, next month.
For real?
Yeah. Next month.
The one that got hit?
Yeah. That's a lease.
Fun fact for you.
That's awesome.
We're on the fun fact topic.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's a freaking lease.
Next
month I buy it.
Dodge Ram 2500s have the longest stock inventory of any car or truck on the market. It's like 670 some days or 680 some days. If they stop producing, they would still have enough products for like 670 or 80 days. So I would venture to say Dodge Ram 2500s are going to have a price decrease in the near future.
Well, it's because they're all being recalled.
Well, that too. Every time I go in, there's another damn recall.
Well, that too. So, but yeah.
Knock on wood. I don't need it for because you watch after another month, I'll buy the damn thing. It'll be like one thing after another month. So,
yeah. Are you planning to buy that truck?
Oh yeah. You can't replace that for what I got it for. I mean,
no, probably not.
I got it before COVID. Right before.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did okay then.
Yeah, and it was like it was in December, so it was a leftover. It was like the only one in New York State. It was exactly what I wanted. So,
by the way,
is that a gasser or is that a diesel?
Diesel.
Cummins or the Eco Diesel?
Cummins. It's a 2500.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I
couldn't tell when I watched it get sucker punched by, a 4-engine mod or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Speaking of rims, though, I'm still waiting for Derek Rose to come up with a T-shirt. The tuck is what fucks.
That's awesome.
Derek, where you at?
That's great.
Hey, you know what? Peddle that idea to Tony. Tony tucks his wheels.
He's going to have a lot of work to do. It probably will not happen this year because he still wants to go after UCC.
Does he?
Yeah, so they'll probably still be outside the truck. But for 25, if he dominates 24 for 25, then yeah, it'll probably get moved in.
Get driving again?
Oh yeah. Tyler is the drag driver. Tony's the sled driver. That's already defined. Yep.
Have you heard what they're doing in their shop?
He's got a whole new shop actually, like the engine and trans and everything. The build rooms, I guess, are in their own building now. He invited me up there, and with funerals and everything I've had the last couple weeks, I have not gone up there. I do owe them a visit. I intend to. So
Maybe don't go for like another month. Like push it off for like another month. Apparently they are doing like a 40-foot by 12-foot mural.
Oh, I know. I contributed some photos to potentially be used for it.
Okay, you did too? You did too?
Oh yeah, I've seen the first draft of it. Yes.
Can you hook a brother up? I really want to see that first draft.
Yeah. Yep. I can send that to you.
Yeah.
It was not, none of my stuff was in the first draft, but yeah, I did send him a bunch of shit right after ship.
Can we just do
Yeah,
a
and I
garage
did the same.
Yeah, garage tour up there would be phenomenal. Yes.
Yeah.
That would be sweet.
Yes.
It would be to do a live in there as much as he's got, like it would be all day. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. When we call Tony Burkhardt Turbo Tony the OG of Duramax,
there's a reason.
He was in on the ground floor 20 years ago. I mean, he's been there, done that.
That's awesome.
Now, on the other hand, if you want a 5-minute garage tour, Tony and I can log in from our phones and we can just turn the front-facing camera on. And we can do that.
Yeah, I might be able to get 10 out of mine.
That'd be boring as hell for us, but
there's some neat shit in mine. But
I can't log in. 10 minutes. I won't be able to log in my camera. I've got a Sears garage door opener that was ordered out of the fucking catalog. It's that old. And that is no joke. It is.
I thought you were replacing that.
Yeah, well, I fixed it, so I've boycotted replacing it yet. It's going to happen. The garage, it's still on my kitchen floor, but it just hasn't happened yet.
Speaking of, while I'm going through my text messages here to find that for you, Ryan, from this afternoon, Andy Gerbaugh, if you're watching, Colin Ross says he's a Greg Anderson fan too.
I love the post from Andy and like the smack talk. It's
we had some fun with that today.
Also, Andy, if you're watching, you should probably look at your interesting iron email tonight. There's a photo that I included just for you, and I'm not gonna lie, it turned out pretty badass.
The other interesting news from Formula One is Andretti's are denied entry into Formula One. So they're approved.
On what grounds?
They were approved by the FIA, but they were denied by F1 on several. And I'll pull it up just so you know.
They were believed to not be competitive and not bringing value to F1 for 2025 using rebadged Renault engines, basically is what it is.
Yep. And they didn't want to dilute the purse for the other team. Andretti's would provide benefit to the sport rather than Andretti would benefit more from being a part of Formula One than they bring to the table. So I don't know. I was curious what your guys' thoughts were of adding an 11th team. I mean, regardless of Andretti or not, what adding an 11th team to the sport would be.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I wanted to see them right away so they can start doing development with a view towards 2028 when GM would provide an engine and a power plant. So I think it's kind of a shitty decision if you ask me.
Ryan, Adam, you guys have any thoughts on that?
I don't follow Formula One, so
that's fair.
I guess I probably should.
Yes, there will be a pop quiz next week.
Okay, perfect.
David, thank you for reminding me. I forgot all about this. Richard Crowell, his commitment for Shipshawana was if we got to 30,000, he would shave his beard off. And he says, my wife has not seen me clean shaven ever, and it's been 20 years. Their anniversary, their 20th anniversary was yesterday, and no one had seen him really with a short beard or no beard at all in that time. So he knew he couldn't be on tonight. Daughter, I believe, had a swim meet, and they just weren't going to be back in time. But yesterday, for their anniversary, this was them on their wedding day. He did honor his commitment. That's Richard right now. So props to you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Also, props to Henry Smith and the Sneaky Snake team. I got an email this morning that they had sent in a late donation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had donated their podium check.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
They had wanted to, and for whatever reason, it got mixed up or whatever. And Henry got a hold of me last week, and I gave him the info to forward that on. So
perfect.
That's in there. So,
well, I showed my brother the tag that I wrote down, the 33,000 or 30 whatever it was, and he started crying. So that was pretty sweet, man. I'll tell you. It's
makes this stuff worth that makes the cold chin worth it.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's me. Whatever. I mean, it's nice. I like it personally. So I told Missy, I was like, I don't think I'm going to do this all year long now because I like it. Hassle free,
There is something to that. I mean, a couple of years ago when I went completely bald, I kept it for a couple of months because it's like, man, this is easy.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I will say that Charles and I have talked, and I think that the two of us are going to take a few years off. So, those of you who are watching, all 14 of you, it's on you to either find the next person who will get a haircut at Shipshawana, or you get to be that person. We're looking for some other people to step up.
I've got an idea, but I'll go into that later.
I don't think that you can shave that at a tractor pull. I don't think that's considered appropriate.
Ooh. Me. Nothing to do with me.
It's not to say we're withdrawing from the fundraising aspect.
Not in the slightest.
We're going to commit even harder because there's some behind the scenes to make this even more official that we're going to do. We're definitely committed to the fundraising, but I feel like it's expected now, particularly for the two of us, and so the surprise factor has sort of worn off, and the ability to fundraise off of that surprise is kind of gone, and that's why I want to change it up. I want somebody else to step up where, let's get that person. We're like, oh, they'll never do it. Well, let's find that person and let them be the next in the Shipshawana or wherever we're going. Midwest Winter Nationals Barbershop. It doesn't need to be the two of us every time because I think it's kind of it's harder. I saw it this year. It was tougher for us to fundraise off of it because it's expected now. And so it's like the surprise is kind of gone. I'd like to find somebody else.
Well, it's kind of the same thing with me doing the signs. It's like, you can only do so much.
There he is.
Hey.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Why the hell aren't you spending time with your wife? Let's celebrate your anniversary. Get off the show. You're not allowed.
No.
Oh, Joe just got voluntold.
Oh wow, Joe Moore. Let's go.
I will bring it, Wyatt. I didn't this year, but I will bring it.
Just beware of what he's going to turn around with you for the next year.
Yeah,
I told Shane
you're going to wear a freaking pink tutu on the track and back up your own.
He wore the ridiculous pants. He can wear the kilt.
I told Shane, I was like, you do realize a kilt doesn't have any underwear? And he's like, yeah, it does. Like, no, it doesn't. Have you never seen Braveheart? And he goes, no. I was like, yeah, no, there's no underwear there. Don't drop the mic because
I'm not gonna lie. My Scottish blood is gonna come through on this. They're fucking comfortable as hell. They are sweet.
It's like Adam's ball pouch pants. They're just comfortable.
Yep.
But Wyatt, be careful what you volunteer him for because he could turn around and you could be wearing a pink tutu on track or something.
No, we gotta have a willing participant. Yeah,
right.
And like
we're not gonna do anything to
volunteer and do it. I mean, and I can remember the one year at Make-A-Wish they shaved Tyler Slaw's head. I mean, it was super spur of the moment, same thing. I mean, it was crazy. I mean,
yep.
How much did they raise then?
What's that?
How much? Do you remember how much they raised?
I don't. I was taking photos down there, so I don't remember, but it was
probably stupid money, right?
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's insane. So, I mean, they grant so many wishes from that thing. It's just absolutely awesome. It's awesome to be a part of. It was just amazing to see. I mean, and now for me, it would even mean more to be down there because I got to make it back there some year because it's definitely a very unique place.
You got to make it back to the frickin' Midwest Winter Nationals, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. There's a lot of places I need to get back to.
And there's a lot of places you need to hit for your first time. Most of those are in Iowa.
We got to talk.
Saying.
Let's just say.
Yeah, saying.
No, we're talking. Don't worry.
He has an extra.
Got my number.
Room.
Yep.
What?
He has an extra room.
I know.
At least one.
I've been asked a few times.
Yeah. Now you're being told.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, I know, right?
The third time you're going in timeout, so
I'm there usually anyway. So
hey, it happens.
Yeah,
it happens. This Joel Moore idea has some great legs here.
I like it.
I do too.
That's some dirty deeds. That's some dirty deeds right there.
But they won't be done dirt cheap. They will be done damn expensive.
Yeah.
What else could we do? What else could we do with the pullers where they could do this and they could do their fundraising? Like, can we get somebody to be the ridiculous ether sprayer who comes out in, the Christmas tuxedo or whatever that they buy on Wish for like $14?
And they could have
like once.
They could have Eli Liskey's belt where he can hold like 6 cans at once.
Yeah.
Yes. Speaking of which, if you happen to be watching, and if you're not, that's fine. Someone will tag you. Why did you not think that you were worthy of picking up the mic? What's wrong with you? You think I was full of crap when I said you would be welcome to spell any of those guys on the mic?
And I told him that as well. I said, hey, when you get tired, just be ready. And,
Liskey, you better start listening.
Yeah, come on down, dude.
I've never got to actually listen to him on a microphone, so I was kind of excited when I was standing there.
Eli is damn good on a mic.
Yeah,
he's quick-witted and he was fun to chat with.
Yes, and he knows the guys. He knew. I dare say for the classes that exist at Midwest Winter Nationals, there a fair bit, especially the Thursday part. He knows those guys better than I do.
Drinks beer with them.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys weren't here for this, but in 2020, I think it was, I went out to Nashville where they had I want to say it was an 85 limited pro and a 4-1 limited pro shootout. And Eli was on the mic, I think, with Leroy. And they also, I want to, they had pro stocks that night too. And I don't know if it was an ITPA thing or if there were PPL points involved, but there were a pretty good sized, full boat of pro stocks. And it was the time when Ken Couch broke away from the sled. And I don't know if any of you, I don't know why I did this. I put my camera down and I picked up my phone and I turned it on 4K 60 because at the time I still had to do that manually. I couldn't find the setting. Turn it on. Got a Cody for helping me find that. And so I'm videoing this and I caught this whole thing in 4K 60 as Ken breaks away from the frame or from the sled because the chain slipped or whatever it was. And Eli's on the mic and the audience gasps. Ken gets the 1206 under control, pretty much immediately and reacts like an old pro, like didn't flinch at all. And neither did Eli. Ken had gotten to the end of the track and he was coasting off. And Eli just says into the mic, Ken, you forgot the sled. And the audience just died. And myself included. It was funny. But yeah, Eli is fantastic on the mic, and we want to see him on the mic more often and at Midwest Winter Nationals as well.
Yep. Agreed. I'm getting long in the tooth for this one.
Same. We're at 2 1/4.
Let's stick a fork in it, and we'll see if we're going to do one next week. Probably. Because
none of us are wearing Dumb and Dumber hats, Wyatt. You and Shane can wear them, though. I got 5 on it.
We'll probably do a show next week, only because I think the week after then it's Farm Show. I don't want to do one during Farm Show. So
yeah,
no, but Sidetracked might maybe go live for a minute,
and that's fine. Look for that.
You know,
I don't.
And maybe we'll just turn the video on the pit people, on the media pit, since our agreement says that we can't go that way. But,
there you go.
You know, whatever.
Who knows?
Adam, we miss you in those pits, by the way.
I don't know.
Media pit is not the same without you.
I didn't apply this year. I haven't applied the last 3 years, so
I didn't either, and I'm still coin flipping whether I'm going to make an appearance Saturday or not. I don't know. Depends on the weather. Really, that's really what it boils down to.
God, what a Midwest!
It is fun down there, though.
Yeah,
you know?
It's. I will say this, Adam. It's different.
Is it?
It's different in some ways. It's a good way. In some ways, it's different in a bad way.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were all jam packed in there like sardines, we did have a damn good time.
Oh yeah, there was definitely a camaraderie amongst
even with that
it
guy
was
and
funny.
the girl coming down in there drinking their beers and that girl.
Yeah.
You remember that year?
I do.
That I mean, Dick Morgan just ratted them out. Not ratted him. He just went after him so bad. And just
the vein in his forehead started, I mean, it popped out and just started pulsating. Like, what are they doing here?
So funny. Just so hilarious.
Last year we had somebody join us in the media pit for a second. I don't know who she was. I don't know what kind of chemicals were in her bloodstream at the time. And I don't think any of you guys have actually heard this story. Very pretty lady. Maybe a little top heavy. Little. Not, overly so. But for whatever reason, and I don't know if she knew him or not, he wanted in the worst way meet Dan Christiani.
That's random.
No. Oh no.
Yeah.
This gets more interesting yet. We see her go. She comes down. She talks to the security guard. We all know. And I don't know what she said to him. He opened up that chain. It was at the end of the show. One tractor left on the track, or maybe the last tractor had already gone. But Dan had pulled back to where Dan always sits. And this girl suddenly just marches up to him, climbs up on the tractor, like she knows him, like, this is Dad. I don't think it was. But homegirl legitimately wanted his autograph on some parts that are normally covered by fabric. And the look on Dan's face as he's taking all this in was one of the most priceless things I have ever seen in my entire life.
I hope you got photos.
There's no amount.
He was in awe. What are you talking about? He wanted to watch.
You better have photos of this.
No. It's just the look on Dan's face. He's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my feet. I don't know what to do with my anything. It was amazing.
Had to have been like a U of L sorority sister who lost a bet or something.
I don't know, but if not, she played it so cool. She was damn good at what she did. But she went down there and she got a hug with him, and they took a selfie, and I mean, it was the whole works. And I never to this day heard the story. And Dan Christiani, if when I see you next, in 2 weeks, I want to hear that story.
What the?
I want to know if you knew who she was,
Yeah.
if she was family, if she was, one of your kids' ex-girlfriends, or, just whatever. I don't. Fill me in. Hook a brother up with some details, because that just had all of us scratching our heads. It was the most amazing thing ever. We're all just kind of like, how does this, what's happening here?
How?
And I think Dan was the same way. But his face got so red, it was funny. So, I mean, that guy's always kind of got that just calm look on his face.
All business all the time.
Well, he's got a job to do, and he's just focused,
Well, but but he does smile when he sees.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not like he's, one of the, I don't know, the guards at the Palace in London, but he does have a job to do, and he's all business when it needs to be. But this girl broke him out of that in a flash. And so that makes me think he probably knew her. I don't know who she was. But yeah, if I can run him down, I am going to ask him.
Yeah, we want to
know. If
that.
you know, reach out to me and give me a little backstory. It'll help me tease Dan a little better this year if you do.
All right. Let's take a fork on this one. We'll see you next week with I don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't know who we're going to invite. Somebody. We'll figure
it out. We always do.
Always do.
I might have somebody who did a lot of hooking and unhooking back in the glory days of winter pulling. If I can get him to come.
Okay. Sounds good.
Might be a fun walk down memory lane.
Good night, everybody.
Guys.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
See ya.